And here we go. So let's see where we left off, basically. So I believe what we have now is equipping the items, and you can block and you can attack. Okay, so right now what I would like to work on is, of course, the magic. Let me just maybe bring the volume a little bit down with the music. Let's see, what can we do about the magic? Of course, we need item that would represent the magic, right? We have a shield. Let's check all. The weapon preview. Is this like the spell book, the magic book? We have magic wand, which is pretty nice. And we have a book. So we have two magic items, right? So let's figure out how we want this to work actually. Because we have sprite, also we have scrolls. Like fire scroll, ice scroll, scroll rock, scroll thunder. There are many ways to go about this. Like you could have a weapon in one hand and then have like a book in the other and be kind of like a battle mage. That could be cool. Or you could have a wand in one hand and the scroll in the other. Okay, you know what? We have a lot to implement. Let's not put too much thought into it. Let's go with the book, right? So what we need is go to our resources, weapons, and create new folder. And that's gonna be spell book. And we'll create a new resource of type resource. Call this spell book. How do we call this stuff? We have spellbook trace and spellbook inventory. Okay, let's start with the spellbook and let's create new resource. And let's call this spell book inventory item. Okay, and this have weapon resource and this has inventory item. Let's quick load inventory item, and here we will it's inventory item, and here we should load weapon resource. Okay, so let's start by providing textures. So going to, where is it? Items, weapons, in hand texture. We have this, and then here we can provide this sprite for the texture. We need to decide on the collision shape for the spellbook. Okay, so with that we need to go to the main, go to 2D, and we need to create new pickup item. So let's get rid of those. And let's instantiate, oops, it's gonna be pickup item. And we need to pass inventory item here. Actually, that shouldn't be a child of this, but rather really go to pickup item. Okay, here, or we will load the texture, which is going to be book. Okay, and now we need to create a collision shape for this. So new rectangular collision shape. This and this. Let's save it as a resource. Let's save it as a resource. So going to resources, weapons, spellbook. This is going to be spellbook collision shape, right? Whether the music is too loud. I hope not. Maybe let me bring it down a notch. Oh, it's a bit loud for me. I hope it's okay for you. So we have that. So going back to our resource, we need a ground collision shape. So that's going to be spellbook collision shape, and equipment will do left hand. Max stack 0 is all right. Do we need to define the weapon item? Yes. That's going to be just the spellbook dress. Perfect. Recursion detected. Why? This inventory item has a reference to weapon item, and this weapon resource doesn't have reference to it. Extends the inventory item. Okay. Or is this okay? Oh, so that I understand. Okay. So basically what we need is only this, I hope. Yay, we have 3 viewers. Hello and welcome. So we have that, we have we don't need side texture, we don't need that. We need to attach this though, right? To set it up properly. So how do we want to do this? Let's see. We need to set up left-hand sprite, and based on this, basically set everything. So we'll go for the book sprite in hand. And let's start with the top. Right, that should be about it. I think that looks good. So we have a transform which is 0 and -10. So this is, I believe, back -10. Oh, sorry, I need to pause this for a second. Yeah, be right back. Hey yo, I'm back. Sorry, telephone call. Hey, Snail Lord, what up? Nothing much. Having a free weekend, just working on stuff a little bit. Trying to figure out how to set up spells in our Zelda tutorial. Oh, what's up with you? What you've been up to in those wonderful days? To have this as a -10, then we need to switch that to uh, front idle, and we kind of need to move this like here. Do we need to rotate this like 180? Yes, okay. So that's another piece of information. So going here, let's say this is a front 180, and the location is going to be 11. Can we make it, should we make it 10? Nah, 11 is fine. Nothing much, playing Final Fantasy 14. Started working on Godot about a month ago, so just checking this out to see what I can learn. Well, that's a great choice, really. Like, Godot is a really great language, like engine, very fast. The GDScript is rather easy to learn, so I would stick with that. But you can also do C Sharp, and basically you can build like any game you like with all engines. If you prefer, you can go with Unity, you can go with Game Maker or Unreal. That I just think that Godot makes sense, at least to me. So front is 11, and we have front rotation. Then we need to set up the left. So we grab this, we rotate it like 90, no, minus 90. Okay, it looks a little bit odd, but let's say I'm gonna be fine with that. This is minus 11 and 2. So let's go with that. This is left minus 11 and 2. And go to right. So animated sprite, right idle. Let's take this. And this is going to be 90 rotation. Also, I've never played Final Fantasy. Like, I just didn't really get to it, like, ever. I don't know why, to be honest. There's just, too many games to play, too little time. Currently, I'm playing Cyberpunk again, trying to do the Phantom Liberty DLC. Maybe I'll play a little bit today in the evening, but for now I am focused on the game development and streaming a little bit. I would also like to finish Baldur's Gate, right? Like, that would be cool, but yeah, again, no time for that, really. Also, I would really love to stream on Twitch, but Twitch, I have too small bandwidth for that, so I'm just focusing on the YouTube for now. So this is 13 and 0. Let's save this. This is 14, 0. The rotation is for right, this is 90, so this has to be minus 90. Okay. I believe this is mostly it. So if I will clear this, I will clear this. And I'll put this to 0, 0. Then probably, maybe, if we go to main, I can say that my pickup item should now be the spellbook, right? Will it just work? Oh, yeah, it's too close to me, so I picked it up automatically. Let's see. This is the pickup item. And I pick it up and I want to equip it to left hand, and there's no collision shape. But I don't need the collision shape for a book because we're casting spells. So if weapon collision shape is not equal to null, it should be optional, then do this. And we need to add the very same check here. If weapon collision shape, yeah, that should be pretty much it. So I'm now trying to equip this. Invalid get index collision. Weapon itself is null. That's not good. So we need to figure out why. We do set active weapon. So that's going to be inventory system. Set active weapon item to equip weapon item. So the problem is here. Is there no weapon attached to it? Let's see. Item to equip. Weapon item is empty. Okay, so we are missing something. Oh, that's the inventory item. Okay. This is left hand. Ground collision shape should be with. This is a little bit wrong, but let's continue with this. Book sprite. Okay. Let's try this now. Okay, and now item to equip. Weapon item is empty still, right? It is going to break. So what's the difference? We have this as inventory item, and we have this. Oh, this is empty. So I should like clear all of this. This is inventory item. And in a pickup, we are passing inventory item. So going back to main, and this. I believe that should pass this instead. And no. Should be inventory item. And we pick it up, and item to equip. The weapon item itself is empty. I'm thinking this is correct. The problem thing, I think that we should have two separate entities, and I merge those into one. Let's see. Weapon item has this. And this is inventory item. And this has a spell book. And this is empty. This has a texture. And no reference to anything else. So this should be good in theory. Left hand. And then we have item to equip, which is items. It has a weapon item. Okay. I'm missing something, and it's probably very simple. Weapon item. The inventory item has a reference to weapon item. So this has a reference to this, which is correct. I believe those should be separate entities, and that's my mistake. Okay. Ah. Now, okay, now it works. But this is just a breakpoint, so this is fine. What we miss actually is, oh, okay, this is like correct because we don't have a weapon, right? Because right weapon is null. So if right weapon is equal to null, you can just return from that function, which is good. And this is the block. And then here, this shouldn't be really blocked, but like left attack, right attack. If left weapon is attack direction, we don't need that. And also here, we need to check whether, so we need to add this, we need to check whether we actually have side in hand texture. And left weapon not equal to null, and left weapon. Hello, Norbonas, how are you? How do you fare in our wonderful game dev world? And left weapon side in hand texture. Side in hand texture not equal to null. And these are all the checks that we need. Okay. So let's see what can we do. Okay, yeah, now we can see we have our book appearing. And here I believe right here it should be a little lower. So if we go to the spellbook, and this is right, it should be 11. It just should be 11. Take the magic book, we put it here, maybe even lower than 11. Oh, this is like why? So this should also be 2. Pick it up, equip. Yeah. Okay, and now we are ready to cast some spells. Hey, ayo. Okay. Let's get rid of that finished information. So you have that done. So the next step is actually thinking about the spells themselves. Right? Let's see. We have scrolls, we have fire, ice, plant, rock, thunder. And for magic or elemental, we have fire, ice, plant, rock, and thunder. So we have complementary effects for that, but we need to figure out to give our user possibility to choose a spell. Maybe what we could do is to, when he equips the spellbook, right, maybe here we can open additional panel with the spells. That kind of sort of makes sense. So that actually makes some sense. So what we need to do is this in-hand texture. This is good. And we need inventory item. We have slot type. And we need, what do we need? We need more info about this. We need a type, right? So let's see. Export enum, and let's call this like attack type. That's going to be a string, and we can choose from melee, ranged, and magic. And this way we will also be able to add a wand rather easily to cast the spells. Okay. So this all makes sense. Then we need to go to player UI. And we have add item, update stack, ready, clear slot at index. We need to go to our inventory system, on item equipped. So the right place to, and let me actually put on my watch. So the right way to do this, I think, is to do some kind of action when we add item, when we equip item that has proper attack type. So let's see. If item to equip, let's maybe add a comment here. Equipping is that's the word. Magical item. And I will say what I will say, and I will say if item to equip, that's gonna be weapon item. There should be attack type here, I believe. No, item to equip. That should be. We have to move that to weapon item. So yeah, like here. Let's see. We will go to where we were. Weapon item. Attack type is equal to magic. And we'll print the bag just for now. Magic item equipped. Okay, let's try this. Because we will also have a wand later. And that did not trigger. Interesting. Item to equip. It has a weapon item. And we did not set the attack type. Okay. Let's try this again. Hello, people in the chat. How are you doing today? Equip to the left hand. And now we equip magic item. Perfect. And with that, I would like to... We have on-screen UI reference, but how do we communicate with the player UI? Let's see. Equip item, drop item on the ground. How do we... This is on-screen UI. That's not it. So that's add item. Do we have a reference to this? We have a reference to player UI. Perfect. So I will just say player UI magic item equipped. Does that make sense? I think yes. Okay, so we go to our player UI, to the and what we need. Let's see, we have a grid container here. So this margin container, label, grid container here. Labeled, good. Do we have something like a divider? No, not really. But we can make one, right? We need basically a container. I just want to draw a line. Default color, let's make it like gray. And width, I don't know, like 200. And not visible. Okay, you know what? Let's just get rid of this. We have that and that. And I believe this should become a stack. Let's wait for that. Add a label. I'm going to say spells. Let's see. Center. Theme override. So the fonts, right? Quick load. That's gonna be that one. And the color. Oh, that does not look good. Okay, let's do font size. Okay. It's gonna be spells label. And that's gonna be inventory label. Cool. Makes sense. Okay. Now I'm thinking we have this spells label. That's good. And then we need two things. We need grid container with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, or basically a stack. So let's add a child node and find hbox. You can really just like, oh, let's stop this. I don't care about Twitch really. We need to add those slot containers, right? Oops. Sorry for that. So instantiate child scene, and that's gonna be on-screen equipment slot. Okay. H goes for horizontal. We need to actually probably add a VBox container here. Start dropping stuff to it. Is this correct? Let's see. Okay, so far so good. And for this, we need 5 on-screen equipment slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the alignment should be in center. Okay. See, what do we have here? Slot label. Okay, so now I can say fire spell container. I can say what else? Ice spell container. Plant spell container. Rock spell container. Thunder spell container. And let's get those rolling. So this is like fire spell, ice spell, plant spell, rock spell, thunder spell. Okay, for some reason I get the info that the transmission is too slow. Don't know why. Okay, given that, what can we do with this? There's a texture rack to which I have access, and I would need to set the equipment texture. But that's not a problem. The problem is going to be that I want this to be potentially clickable, and then change its style when it is selected. Which is not so obvious, because this is VBox, or is this a problem? Because maybe not. Zachary Nguyen, great content, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to hear something like this. So yeah, tell me, how are you? How have you been? How's your game dev journey? How's life? Thank you, Zachary. Because maybe we can be smart about this. Like, going back to our game. It shows the spells, but it doesn't show the label. Slot label, because, and it should, right? Slot label text, slot name. And let's try this again. Oh, hey, another Godot user, or Godot, I don't know. I am Barry. Hello, Barry. How are you? Yes, I do use Godot. I love Godot. Okay, and here we have all of the spells slots prepared, but now that I'm thinking, no need really to say spell. Just too long. How are you, Barry? How's life? How's your game dev journey? What are you working on? Plant spell, rock spell. Okay, how about now? Okay, yeah, that looks better. Okay, so with that, I must be able to pass the texture there or call all of this at the start. Because this can be preloaded, right? How do you want to handle? I'm currently on my way to finishing the first alpha version of my game, which I plan on releasing by the end of this year as the first. That's wonderful. That's really great, Barry. If you'd like, you can share the game with us, the alpha version, or if you have like itch.io account or any other kind of information, just shoot it out. You can pass it here in the chat, or you can send it to me via the DM on Twitter, and maybe I'll be able to show it on the channel. Really, really great. Really proud of you. Like, what's the game about? Okay, so with that, we must figure out the good way to set this. We could, the simplest way to do this actually is to export the texture. So slot texture, right? Of type texture, and I'm hitting the mic with my watch. And then I can just say, because this is going to be optional. So if slot texture is not null, I'll just say texture rect texture is equal to slot texture. Okay, and now that gives us an ability to set everything up. Scroll fire, scroll eyes, scroll plant, scroll rock, and panda. And with all of this set up, we have the spells. Perfect. The other thing is I should be able to click on this. So can we embed any of this inside of a button? See, I do a button, I pass this, and what's the result? The result is that it doesn't match really. Let's see. That's not going to work. We need to be smart about this. Let's think. It's a VBox container. It'd be easier if we could just make this clickable. Which is not easy. We will figure this out. I'm doing a button. I'm making you like parent of the button. I'm changing your layout to being hello Pluto. Hello, how's it going? It is going pretty good. I finally have some time to jump onto the stream, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, really happy. Maybe also tomorrow I will find some time to stream a little bit. Working on the spells section of our Zelda game. How about you? How's your day going? What are you doing? How's your game dev life? Are you working currently with Godot? Talk to me, brother. So if I will change this to 40 by 40, it is going to be too small, right? And if I move this, I can't move this because VBox container is setting the size of this. And then this should push this all the way down like this. So let's say 70. And the question is, can we click it? Yeah, but it looks like, ugh. Let's say 70 by 70. It's going to help. Also, kind of need to set this here. And then align everything in the center. So, okay, it's not, could be better. It's not bad, but can I know whether I click this? So let's just grab this button and connect to on button press. I'm having a good day. I'm new to game dev and Godot hoping to make a simple game by the end of the year. That sounds great. What's the plan for the game? What type of game are you planning to make? Like, tell me, where do you make your own graphic assets, or are you working with some kind of asset pack? Yeah, and don't be worried about being new to the game dev. Like, you can definitely make it work. Like, I'm 100% certain it's doable, believe me. So now I'm just going to be printing print and print the bag pressed. Okay, but then this is applicable to everything. And this is a problem, because now every single slot, right? If I will pick this up, oh, this works without on-screen equipment, because this is on-screen equipment slot, and that's not correct. Oh, god damn it, this is the wrong component. Like, get this shit out of here. For some reason, yeah, I used the wrong component. If we go to player UI, we need to get rid of all of this, unfortunately. And we need to add inventory slot, of course. 5 slots. Go to code. Yeah, this is like, you can see this is more complex. Sorry for the weird question, but when you were young, did you share a computer with someone? Yeah, yeah, actually. Hello, Abo. I did. I did share a computer with my sister and my parents. The first computer that I had was yeah, i386, or how do we call it in Polish, 486. Yeah, I remember it was a beast of a machine with the, you can see it here, the manual switch on off, the floppy disk reader, the turbo button, the LCD display of the hertzes of the processor. I remember like playing the shit out of it. I played mainly, you know, the Heroes of Might and Magic, but like the the first one, there was no possibility of even running the third one. Oh, this is like, yeah, that was a classic, right? um I am on PC, but Godot works brilliantly also on a laptop. I have a MacBook, but I'm on a PC station with 3 monitors. I am Barry. For the curious, I'm making simulate abstract arcade FUS where the arena is the inside surface of a sphere. You navigate like in Mario Galaxy, but in reverse. Though it is really flashy. Cool! Cool idea. If you can share any screenshot anytime, I would be happy to present this on the channel. About yeah, I am on PC. It's just like way easier to manage. So now there's a problem. Do we need to create a separate but pretty much the same slot? I wonder how can we get this right like this to work with a standard button, because this is all good, but we need to use a button here. This has a menu button and I would like to disable it. Okay, so can we just do something like this? We will disable, let's see, button. We can disable the base button. Pluto, it's 2D platformer with pixel graphics about a phantom cat with the ability to phase through walls. And I'm also making my own assets. That's great. That's like really wonderful. Are you using Asseprite? And how much time did it took for you to really get a good grasp on pixel graphics? I'm still struggling with creating graphical assets, and I probably always will. But the idea about the phantom cat passing through the walls and obstacles sounds wonderful. Sounds really great. Okay, so in theory, I could disable this, right? And then I could add a button like here, and does this have a custom minimum size? I would have to add a custom minimum size for that button, which is going to be like 50, 60, 60 by 60. Okay. 60 by 60. No text. Should be behind. Let's see. This is not disabled. And then I have to decide what are we using, right? So, export var, let's say single button press, and we default this to false. And on ready, if single button press is equal to true, we will disable the menu button. This is not the best way to do it. Or we can just do okay, and then we get create on click button, get the reference to that. Again, this is not the best way to do it, but hey, if it works, it works. And you can tell on click button disabled is equal to not single button press. And then we listen for the on click button press. This is like this stupid name, but let's go with that. And we will say print debug. Let's say single button press. And then going to player UI. Here, I will make sure to check those. Okay. And now I'm thinking, and I have to have the ability to set the initial texture here. Let's see. Yeah, texture rect. We have a reference to that, right? So also I will export starting texture, which is going to be texture. Making one's own asset is great, really ties game together, yeah, in my opinion. I am very, yes, you're 100% correct. Because when you have an artist, or when you're creating graphical assets on your own, you make sure that the style of your game and the graphics feel is exactly how you want it, how you envision it, right? And you can get away with using predefined assets, and there are successful game made with predefined assets, but to really give your game a true nice feeling and a soul, like you should use your own, or at least hire an artist that would overlook the assets and create them for you. But hey, if you don't have time and just want to do a nice simple project using assets, also fine. Like I know many game devs that are using assets, and their games are as popular as any other. So like really up to you. But if you have set aside a time to create a game, like from start to finish, you want it to be yours, yeah, definitely invest some time in learning about Asseprite or I don't know, Procreate or Blender to create your own assets. That would be a smart advice. Yeah, again, if you have time. Okay, so we have a starting texture, and at the start I can say if starting texture not equal to null, texture rect is equal to texture rect, texture is equal to starting texture. Perfect. So we have that going. And we can go to player UI, and here I'm just gonna call this I'm thinking, shouldn't we have a label here? We should, right? Yeah. Okay, so we also need to add this starting label, which is going to be a string. Again, not the best way to do this. Starting label that equals to null, and we do label text is equal to starting label. All right. So with that, oops. What do we want to do? We want to do scroll fire and call this fire. So let's call this fire spell slot. This is going to be ice spell slot. This is going to be plant spell slot. This is going to be rock spell slot. And this is going to be thunder spell slot. Okay. Arnold Schneider, hey man! I believe you were in our previous streams. Hey, hello, how's it going? How are you today? How's your game dev journey? What are you working on? So we need just to set those. So this is ice. This is plant. Whoop. Let's call this plant. This is a rock. And this is thunder. Thunder. Okay. So we have that set up. Let's see how it looks. Okay, can I press it though? I believe that this isn't getting called, right? It's not. Why though? Why? Is this because it is behind this one? Does it help if we move it here? Yeah, but see, the problem now is this has some different default styling, right? It has to have. Colors. And I would like this to be completely clear. Yeah, but it has a hover color. Yeah, and we need to create a hover. And we'll also need to handle the case where this is being pressed. Still too much alpha. Bring this way down. This is subtle enough. And get the info. Okay, and the other slot should also be working right now. Except it's not. Even though it is disabled, we need to also probably get it hidden. Let's see. On big button hidden is equal to that. Hidden with bool. And why do we expect? Oh, this is a signal. This is a visible property. Okay. See, this should work the same. And then this should work the same. Except it's not being equipped to my left hand now. Why? Add item. This should be called. I grab this. It is being called. Non-existent function. Yeah. Well, we'll pass it for now. Just to make sure everything works. This is just a breakpoint. Okay. Yep. Everything is working. Oh, okay. So we have some work left to do. One is being able to track the selected spell. And we will just emit a signal. Slot clicked. Slot clicked. Emit. And we'll also have to track information about whether slot is selected. Yeah. Okay. So with that, we can go to the player UI, and we need to get the reference. I'm back. Had to do something. What did I miss? Not much. Still working on the UI for D. for the spells, Pluto. We need to get the proper slot selected. So how do we do this? We could I don't want to get the reference. I need to get the reference to everything, right? So I can just do spell slots, right, as an array on, this should be on ready, as just an array of, oh, we need to get those unique identifiers. Okay. Fire spell slot, ice spell slot. What version of Godot? This is 4.2.1. I am waiting on the stable 4.3 release. Yes, I am waiting on that release. It should be coming soon, I believe. Maybe we can even look. Yeah, there's a dev snapshot of it. This is dev 6, or it has like almost 2 weeks. So time map players as nodes. I'm waiting for that one. Definitely. There's always lots of improvement for each version of Godot. So yeah, it will take some time, but I believe we're getting there. And I need to clear my glasses. In some time, we'll see the 4.3 version. In the future, I believe we'll see the version number 5. But you know, there's probably a whole roadmap for this. The glasses are still a bit foggy, but that's all right. Okay. So yeah, 4.2 for now. We'll move to 4.3 as soon as it is released. But I will finish this tutorial on 4.2 just to, you know, don't get the version mixed up, because maybe there will be some breaking changes. We don't know. I don't know. And Thunder spell slot. Okay. Then for each, I need to set up the listener. So let's be smart about this. Let's do for spell slot in spell slots. Let's do spell slot. Do we know the type? We should know the type, right? Because the type is inventory slot. So maybe I can just cast this. Inventory slot. Clicked. Slot clicked. And we need to set this up correctly. So connect. I wonder. we need to do it like this. Spell slot add I, because we will need that index. And then can we bind? Can we bind? We just need an I, really, right? So I can just say spell slot clicked I is int print debug I. That's all I need, I think. So I can just say spell slot clicked bind I. Let's see how this works. 0, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay, so now we need to somehow maintain the information that given slot is selected. And this can be achieved with theme variations. So we need new theme, and we need type variations, and I don't really remember how you do those. You add a type, right? Select it. Okay, here we choose the base type, which is of type button. Okay, and that should be here. And then what you do is you change the normal to a new stylebox flat. And we would like to add the border width of, let's say, 2. And set the border color to something red. If I remember that correctly. And then this could be used as a variation, right? I'm not sure whether I do this correctly. So let's try this. So here on click, we do need reference to on click button. Oh, I have this already. Okay. But this reference, is it correct? It's correct. Okay. On click button, theme type variation should be set to, is this a string? I never remember. String name. Select it. I doubt this is going to work just out of the blue. No, because This has to be theme type variation. Let's see, type variation. How do you do this? I never remember. This is like the base type. This is a theme. No, this is a base type. Why isn't styling this not as simple as just adding class? Base type is button. We have a normal style, no background color. Just need this. Styles normal. Type variation. Type selected. You know what I want to do? I want to inform the user that we clicked on that button and like make it selected. But it doesn't, because it's not really selectable. Or maybe there's a node like select, like button with option. No, link button. Nah, nothing like this. I know this is doable because I did this before. I just never remember what's the correct way to do this. Type variation, flat button. Selected. The name of theme type variation used by this control to look up its own theme items. When empty, the class name of the node is used, as well as the class names of all parent classes. When set, this type can in turn access another time. Set type variation. That should be about adding, selected. Selected styles, selected. But this should handle it really. Base type is a button. Okay, you know what? We need to debug this. So I click this. Oh, okay. Invalid set index type on base button with value of string. This is theme type variation, really. Okay. Did it change anything? Let's find player UI. margin, vbox, hbox, this inventory slot, and we're searching for the on-click button. Team overrides. Is this because of those team overrides? This is because, okay, this is working, and this is because of team overrides. This is an easy fix. So what we do is we go to on-click button, go to theme overrides, and we first save this as, let's go to, where do we want to save this? Let's create new folder, call this UI styling. And save as, this is a style box, right? So this is spell button normal. Let's save this as spell button hover. Okay, and with that I need to clear those. And then these are not overrides anymore. Need to add, can this just be a button? There's selected and there's a button. This is built-in class, okay. And then here, normal, I will load the normal. On hover, we will load the hover, and then we switch to selected. I think this will work. Oh, it does. But we need to get one other things added here. So thankfully, this makes sense. Let's see. Oh. I would like to edit the theme, please. Oh, here it is. So here in selected, this can be removed. On hover, right? I would like to copy this color. So let's create new Starbucks flat. We will set the color, set this to be 2, and then we will like lower this, I know, 38. And now also hover should work. Yeah, okay. All right, alrighty. Now we need to track the we need to track the element that was clicked. And that should be rather easy. So the question is, how do we want to handle this? Because we have inventory. I wonder. I don't believe. Or no, we should do it. We should do it in inventory, like. So here we'll track the selected spell index, and it will start as a null. Okay, and then too many windows, and then in player UI, when you know that spell slot was clicked, we will call this actually on spell slot clicked. And we'll emit another signal. Rename this to, or I don't really care. We can just say spell slot clicked emit I, and then in inventory we have a reference to player UI. We will listen to spell slot clicked and we'll connect to on spell slot clicked here. So let's create that function. Yep. Can basically collapse that, collapse that, collapse that, collapse that. Spell slot clicked IDX, and we can say now that the selected spell index is equal to IDX. So this is one important piece of information that we have. But then we basically need to clear all the selections and set new selections. So player UI set selected spell slot selected spell index. Okay, and we're going to player UI. Something's not good. Let's see. Player UI spell slot clicked. We are in inventory system, so this is not correct. Player UI spell slot clicked. Identifier on spell slot. No, spell slot clicked. Damn, I'm getting tired. That's because of this. Okay. So this is handled. And we're going back to player UI to set selected spell slot. set selected spell slot idx of int. And what do? We iterate the spell slots for I in spell slots size. What we do is we will say what we really need to do is go inside of here, get that, and say toggle spell or toggle button selected variation is selected. It's going to be bool, and then what we do is say selected if is selected, else this. Okay, so this line here will set the proper styling. At least I hope it will. We can grab a sip of water. Okay. Okay, let's get this show on the road, right? So this should work in theory, but we need to go back and spell slots add I, and the name of the function is, oh, why don't I have a type here? This is inventory slot array. That should tell us that this is inventory slot, right? The autocomplete in Godot is sometimes just god awful. But this is toggle bottom selected variation, and we just do idx is equal to I. That should work because this is an expression. Expected type, can we do array? No, how you define this? Array of inventory slot. I never remember. I use so many. Yeah, I use like too many programming languages, and each syntax is a little bit different. So sometimes I'm just like, guys, stuck when it comes to remembering all of the features and syntaxes of GDScript. Okay, nevertheless, that should work now. So yeah, now I can select only one spell. Cool. This is perfect. What else should we do? So this whole panel should be only visible when you have a magic item equipped, right? So let me think. Let me cook. I could like put it in an HBox container and then just make it visible, right? So we're adding VBox container. We're calling this spell UI, right? And I'm grabbing all of this, putting it here. So it's all the same, but now it is really, and we need spells label here, right here. So this is all now in one node. We're going here. We're grabbing the reference to it. And we say by default, this is hidden. Then we say show, or like toggle spells UI is visible, which is bool, and you say is visible, I mean spells UI visible is equal to is visible. And by default it's not, right? But then if we go to inventory system, on item equipped, then we say player UI toggle spells UI visible true. So let's try this. Perfect. But then we also have to disable it. So we have items and it should be hidden on equip. If any of the equipped items is of magic type. And here we are in inventory, but we don't know what is equipped. The combat system though knows. Right. So I can just say if combat system, why no help? Why no autocomplete? Left weapon. Attack type. Does it have attack type? We need to check. This is getting a little bit complicated, right? But I think we can manage. Yeah, let's grab this. Magic. Okay, so now we know. If combat system left weapon and I wonder, because that can be not null. How GDScript really treats null checks? Let's see. And combat system left weapon attack type is equal to magic, or you can just do something like this. Expected expression after or. That's my problem. How do you continue to the next line? Okay. Combat system we could just do double ifs, but right weapon. So this has to be connected logically, or combat system right weapon and combat system right weapon attack type is equal to magic. And this is like logical expression really. So we can just say should show magic UI. Right? Expression at end of statement after variable. No, okay, that's true. We don't need this. This is now expression. And I can just say player UI toggle spells UI should show magic UI. And this should work in theory. So I do this, and now it is okay. But then if I drop it, okay, yeah, you see, that's another problem. Dropping the item. Eject item to the ground. So basically, we need to turn this into a function. So let's say check magic UI visibility. And I see one potential problem here that we might have. Let's do check magic UI visibility, because I will show you something. I think that we have a bug. So I equip this to right hand and pressing B, right? And then if I drop it, I still act as this is the something that I have in hand. So then will this work with the simple equality? If let's see, if combat system, and this is item to equip weapon item. If combat system right weapon is equal to inventory item to eject weapon item, or combat system left weapon is equal to inventory item to eject weapon item. I think that the objects are referenced instead of copied, right? Oh, I need to know which one is it, right? No worries, we can rewrite this real quick. Let me say combat system right weapon is equal to null. Combat system left weapon is equal to null. Let's see whether that solves that issue. So I pick it up, I equip it, I can cast my spells, and then I drop it. And yeah, it's still in my, let's see. So this really if there's no left hand weapon, no left hand weapon, just return. And yeah, that's the part we're missing here. Equip. Okay, drop. What is left weapon in that case? It isn't okay, so yeah, that's not gonna work. We have to be precise about the checks. So that's also not going to work with what we wrote before. So we need to add this here. Add Tejas with me, Tejas with me. I don't know how to not butcher your name. Hi, hello, how are you? How's your programming journey? How's your game dev journey? How is your day? Tell me about it, brother. So we do another check here, and this is now getting a little bit complicated, but hey, no one said it will be easy. Okay, and now I drop it. Perfect. Okay, and then we need to clear the on-screen UI when dropping an item, right? So we need to, okay, this is where we clear the right hand, and then we need to clear the left hand. The problem is this is inventory, and this has access to on-screen UI. Okay, on-screen UI, left slot. Let's see, let's open the on-screen UI. Have left slot, which is on-screen equipment slot, set equipment texture null. Equipment texture to null, because we're clearing all of that. This is the right slot, of course. Left slot. And that should pretty much complete the circle. So I equip it and I drop it, and it's not in my left hand right now. And then this should not be visible because we don't have made a 3D horror game for a college using Godot 4.2 200 players played it and loved it. By the way, love from India. That's great, man. That's really, really wonderful. I'm really proud of you. Like, if you'd like to share any more information about the game, or you could DM me the game link itself on Twitter, or via Discord. Even though I'm not there really often, but we have a Discord. That would be fantastic. That's a good job. Love from India. Never been there. Heard a lot about India. But here in Poland, we have lots of great Indian restaurants, and actually, I really, really enjoy Indian food. So, good job. Continue on your work. Continue on your game development journey. Making a game for a college or high school project, it's something really, really great, and a good way, a really great way to actually have a need and responsibility to get something sorted and get something finished. Like, wonderful job. I would love to hear more about your game. Like, is this a shooter, or just like a survival game? Also, like, really nice that you made. Oh, sorry, getting pretty tired here. Sorry for the yawn. Really great that you've made a 3D game. These are way more complex. So yeah, like, as soon as you can incorporate your game dev hobby or programming hobby into your school and project and work, like, do it as soon as possible. So Tejas, sorry about butchering your name again. Like, really proud of you. Very good job. Like, making a 3D game. Like, did you make it all of it on your own, or did you have like a team for this? So when dropping this, also we need to check Magic UI visibility. And I believe that's gonna be it. Oh, we equip this, and we drop this, and hey, no more magic. And then I can equip this again, and this is not showing right now, and I cannot equip this again. God damn it. Okay, why can't we equip this again? And this is going to be, I believe, the last one thing we will fix, because I'm getting so tired. Maybe I will play Cyberpunk a little bit, and then I'm gonna go, or maybe some kind of, I don't know, mostly my own assets from online. My laptop is crap, sadly. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I had a crappy laptop once or twice in my life. That's not good. I hope you can save some money to get a better one. Thankfully, Godot is so light and actually blazingly fast that it runs even on a way worse machines. But yeah, that's how you make a game, guys. You get an idea, you set your project, and you get some assets on, do your own assets, and just go to work. How long did it took you to create that game? If you could share that information with us, that would be great. So I believe this is the problem, right? We do set active weapon, but this should work, really. This should work. So let's see what is going on exactly. We equip this, should show magic. That's correct. Then I drop this. It shouldn't show magic. That's still correct. I pick it up, I equip it, and the function itself isn't getting called, and there are no errors. So is this not getting called? This is getting called. This is getting called. We drop this. This is getting called. We equip this, and this is not getting called. On item equipped, I would like to find all of the references, but that's not possible yet. At least, you know, in this editor, but we can search for it here. So player UI is not calling this function, so we need to go to player UI. Let's see, equip item. Where is it? Equip item. Inventory slot is not calling this function. Nue Hazel, hello my friend. How are you today? How's your game dev journey? How's life treating you? How is are you working on anything right now? So this is interesting because this is not getting called. It should be called. We are not destroying the inventory slot. We're just changing the thing that is in the inventory slot. And it's not getting emitted. This one. This one is not getting called. But I believe, if we go here and we create new pickup item, and we say this is a sword item, I will equip it to the right hand. Okay. Okay, I will drop this. I will equip it to the right. Oh, it's not getting equipped for the second time. Because this is not getting emitted. So let's figure this out. Approximately 1 month, but then I don't know how my saved files got deleted and I didn't have any backup. And then remade in approximately 4 days to reach deadline. Game is not that good. Game name Atomverse. Can I can pin this information over so that everybody can see it. And let's see, maybe I can find this Atomverse by Tejas Agarkar. Is this online? Oh, we have this. Okay. It's a game on real locations. A simple game made for my college, even made in a 10-minute. But dude, like, Tess, if you're listening to me, like, you really need to get familiarized with GitHub and how it works. To not experience the crap of losing your own project. Please learn it, like 100% learn it. But oh, okay, it's pretty big. 180. Currently, only Windows version is available. Can we try it and maybe show it on stream? Are you cool with showing this? Me showing this game on stream? I don't want to like do it without your approval. So just let me know in the chat where you're cool with me playing this game a little bit on stream. And we need to go and fix our issue, which is not inventory. Is it inventory slot issue? Well, we can check where this is getting called, right? So I'm equipping this. I can get rid of that. I'm dropping it. And I try to equip this again. And this should be called. Oh, or maybe I did not add the breakpoint. Equip. Drop. It's correct. I equip. And I try to equip again. Okay, so what is going on here? Equip slot to equip is set to right hand. So this is working. And this gets emitted. Okay. So equip item. Right, so this this feels like it's not working. Which is problematic. Interestingly enough, can we continue on dropping the item? Drop. Drop. So this is working correctly. But this is not. Wait. We need to debug this and we need to go to sleep. So I equip and I drop. And I equip, but it's not getting equipped. Okay. Moving on to inventory on item equipped. This is going to get called once, right? It would be great if you play love your Zelda series. Yeah, okay, let's like yeah, I understand. Like as parents, I know. I understand this really, really. Okay, we have this downloaded. Let me pause the music. Let me bump the desktop audio to see whether you have anything there. And let's try running that exe. I believe there is no malware there. I'm gonna trust you on this. Oh, but it runs on the wrong monitor. How can I make it run on the correct monitor? That's gonna be a question, right? Let's do it maybe like this. That's gonna set it up as a main monitor. I will change that later. Okay, this might be a little bit loud. How to play? Go where light is coming from. Remember the pattern. You have to find a key hidden in any classroom. Credit Tejas Mahendra Agakar. Oh, oh, jeez, this is loud, dude. This is way too loud. Sorry. You are on LinkedIn, my friend. So call it 3D model. Let's see where we can find you. Damn, I can't find you, but maybe... No, I can't find you on LinkedIn. Okay, never mind. Let's play this. Whoa. Okay, I am falling down. Okay, do we like press anything? Let's see. Can you, okay, you can jump a little bit. Can you crouch? No, you can't crouch. How? Okay, the music is pretty scary. Can you go through here? Whoa, dude. Okay, this shit is scary. I hate horror games. If this game going to scare me, I'm alone right now. My fiance is away. I'm gonna scream. Follow the light. Okay, I'm inside now. It looks good. Okay, there is a light. Should I follow there? Also, it would be a little bit better if you could move a little bit faster, like running. There is only one light here. I hate her. Find doors, find key. Okay, this is going to be scary, right? It is. The sound is pretty good. The movement could be a little bit better, like a little bit faster. Jesus fucking Christ. This is already scary. Like, suggestion noted, sir. Okay. Thank you. But, oh, is this a door? Am I looking at a door right now? Oh shit. Oh, oh no, brother. This is scary. The sound is really good. And I like the vignette effect, like the kinescope screen effect. Go inside dark room. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The sound is really top notch. Go inside the dark room. It feels like a labyrinth. Were we here before? No way to tell. Oh no, 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 no. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it at all. Jesus Christ. Uh, it is realistic. I'll give you that. I know what you wanted to achieve, the head bob, right, and stuff like this, but it could be a little bit faster. Golden door. Next room. Colored door. Classroom key. I'm trying my best. It feels like I'm inside a labyrinth. I am very, yeah, the movement is realistic, but it just feels a little bit slow. Like I'm like right now behaving as a playtester. Golden door, next room, color door, classroom key. I keep on, hitting shift, expecting the movement of speed to change and to increase a little bit. But again, for a simple college game, the game looked nice. I believe you have some post-processing here or some kind of filter. This all looks the same. I cannot remember where I was, right? But as for a college project, I'm gonna say that's you need to guide me here a little bit. Right. Oh, I know. I have a delay. Right, because okay, I am inside of a dark room. I try to find a key. I just don't see it. You know what? I would love to complete your game, but if I don't find any doors soon, I would just have to go back, to coding and finishing up the stream. Look for I'm trying to look for doors. Like my dude. That's the only thing that I'm searching for right now. I'm trying to. But where are the doors? Like, are the doors in the dark room? Come on, help me here. Also, I believe that. No, oh, dude, I hate jump scares. I hate those. especially given the fact that the okay, let's think about this. Let's be tactical. Here is this lamp, right? Because we're walking in circles. Here there's nothing, and there's nothing here. So let's do a 360 around this, holding the right edge. Okay, I have the doors. Oh, okay. Dude, how many times do I have to go through the doors? Okay, I'm going in. Oh, the sounds are so creepy. Okay, so now but this is scary. Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, no doors here. Going this way then. I'm scared, bro. Okay, let me just okay. I'm next to a dark room. What now? This is fucking scary. Okay, I see doors. I have to prepare myself for a scare jump, right? You need that fucking oh dude. Oh my god. I had a heart attack. Jesus. I won't be able to sleep at night. This is stupid scary. I hate this game. Like, I mean, it's great, but okay, no, okay, you know what? Uh, I'm gonna call this quits because that was too scary. Uh, scary. That no, that the laugh in the class room. Jesus. Sorry, that was a little bit too scary. Let me just go back to finishing up the code and no, I like it. I like it a lot. Like, I see that you put an effort into it, which is really great. And like, the game is green. It just, I hate horror games. Like, I played Resident Evil, and that was it when it comes to the scary games. Let's figure out that equipment not working. Let's clear this. Expected end of the statement. Right, I'm sorry guys, sorry that I did not finish your game, but I have to wrap it up. Oh, you can leave a comment on each. Sure. That should be doable. Yes, if that helps your visibility. Scary as fuck. Good sound design. Definitely. I definitely recommend you play it, but maybe not alone in the room on your own after dark. Yeah, like, yeah. Here's your comment, my friend. But the game itself, scary. Too scary for me. Okay, what are we doing? We are figuring out the last one bug. So drop. Now I shouldn't be able to equip this because we only have equip, and on item equip. Great comment, appreciated. Yeah, no worries, dude. Like it was something. Okay, so let's figure this one out. This is not being called. But this is. So this signal is being emitted. But this is not getting called. Because it should always behave the same way. So this is on pop-up menu item pressed in inventory slot. But player UI the player UI is not calling this. The player UI is not calling this. So this signal isn't being called. And I wonder whether this is because of this function. I mean, because, okay, first things first, we don't need that. We can just bind. Oh, we cannot because we're emitting the dust directly. So this behaves like it's not being called. Can we write this as like this? Is the syntax correct? Unintended, like this. Okay. Okay, you can see the output. I will drop this. I will pick it up. And this isn't being called either. This is the same slot. This is the same function as drop item. And this is working. This is not. This is like not getting called, but it is. Or is it? There is a reason why this is happening. Right? You can see this. But it feels like after dropping an item, we no longer listen. After dropping, okay, this might be it. So let's go to inventory system. And we are ejecting this. Do we use inventory slot here? Equip item. On item equipped. It is like it gets disconnected, right? Clear slot at index. Okay. Here it is. We do not add this to newly create a slot. That's what we were missing. We need IDX here. Drop and equip, and now this is working, I believe. Yeah. So I can drop and I can equip. Then I can do this and equip this to the right hand. Can do stabby stabby stab or spelly spelly spell. Cool. And I can select the spell. Perfect. So next step is us actually like working on the spells. So we'll see how it goes. And I should probably add this all to the version control. So let's open this with Visual Studio Code. Oh, and there's a lot of stuff that I did not add. Thank you, Tejas. Yeah, carry on with your game development. The game that you made, scary as fuck. Really good job. Okay, so what we have here, we have spells inventory added, and we added a little bit more, I believe, but I did not track it with Git very good. Can push it here. Again, guys, thank you for coming here to the stream. Thank you for sharing your game. Thank you all for sharing your game development journey. It is doable. You can do it. You can make silly games, scary games, fun games, puzzle games, anything that you put your mind to. It just takes like a bit of work and dedication. So yeah, maybe I'll be streaming tomorrow again. Hopefully, we'll see. Thank you for today, and see you. Take care. Goodbye.